back to New Jersey Viewpoint. I'm Michelle Charlesworth. Everyone talks about improving their smile, but no one likes to go 2 or 3 times to the dentist when it's time to get a filling or a crown. A new 3D dental technology improves crowns, and it's quick. With us today are Dr. Andrew Spector of General Dentistry in Bergen County, New Jersey, and Mary Fran Schwartz, a Hillsdale resident who's recently had a crown made using this technology. Wow. So this is good news.
It is very good news.
Okay. Dr. Spector, explain to us exactly how this works and what it is.
CEREC is a 3D technology that takes CAD/CAM manufacturing from what was in the factory, so to speak, and brings it to the chairside dental unit. So basically...
It cuts out the middle guy.
It cuts out the middle guy. There's no laboratory, and we can make a crown in a single visit.
Tell me the name of it again.
CEREC.
I'm going to make you repeat that again because everybody at home is going to be looking for a piece of paper and a pencil.
CEREC is the name.
Mary, tell me exactly what you went through and what you would say this is all about.
Well, the huge advantage of this, the great thing about it, is that the treatment is complete in one visit.
You're done in an hour and a half.
You're done, absolutely. And you have a stronger tooth. You don't have to worry about the temporaries slipping, you know, for a week or two that you're wearing them. And it saves part of the healthy tooth, too. And all of this, you know, for less or as much as the regular crown.
Yeah, let's talk about that. What's the price difference?
It depends. The beauty of this technology is that, as Mary was saying, is it allows you to save more of the tooth. So you don't have to grind away the whole tooth every time for a crown anymore. So when you get to the more conservative restorations, those become less expensive than a crown.
Why don't you have to grind them away as much? What makes the difference?
We have an adhesive technology now in this porcelain that makes this restoration stick to the new tooth almost like a new layer of enamel. Gotcha.
And what are we talking about in terms of price?
Oh gosh, I'd say these can range anywhere between you know, $450 to the price of a crown.
Okay. And what is it? And what are the advantages specifically? Does it look better? Is it stronger?
All of the above.
Yes.
Really?
All of the above. Yeah. In terms of aesthetically, there's no metal here, so you can't show any black lines around the gums. You know how the older crowns used to show those black lines, and it would become unaesthetic. People would be very unhappy and have, you know, either replace them or just deal with it. The strength of the restoration comes from the fact that the material is made in a factory. It's not made in a laboratory, and it's machined or milled. So that material is the same thing every time we use it. It's the same strength every time we use it. Well, a laboratory would have to melt it.
Okay.
And then they have to go ahead and re-solidify it.
What's it made out of?
It's made out of porcelain.
It's porcelain?
Yeah, it's porcelain.
Same old stuff?
Right, but
made a different way?
Made a different way. Manufactured in a different way that makes it about 40% harder than what a lab can produce.
Now, Mary, you had the old way, which is in my mouth right now. I have one of those. And you've had the new way.
Yes.
With the, say it again?
CEREC.
CEREC. What do you think the difference is?
Oh, the speed, you know, definitely, that you can be done in one visit.
Does it really look prettier? It looks better? He talked about the black line.
Right, and of course that's not there with the CEREC, so that's a big advantage to me. But it was mainly not worrying about the temporary slipping during those 2 weeks you have it, and also to be done in that one visit.
You're in and out.
Have a stronger tooth, better tooth. It was great.
One of the other things that happens a lot for people with impressions, when you have to take a mold of the tooth, you have a lot of gaggers out there. And you know, they have to hold this mold in the mouth for five minutes.
It's really uncomfortable.
Right, and then there are fast set materials, but quite honestly, sometimes the accuracy of those fast set materials aren't quite as good as the longer set materials. So you know, you want to go ahead and you know, get rid of the impression material in total if you can, which this does.
Does insurance pay for it?
Yes, it does.
Insurance paid for all of yours?
Absolutely, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Would you have? How did you know to ask about this, or did you just have him as a dentist and he was your dentist, and that's how you knew?
I was lucky enough to have Dr. Spector as a dentist.
How much? We talked about the cosmetic black line that's up there next to the gum. Why do people usually get another crown? Is it because one cracked? They need a new one? They want to replace the cosmetic? They don't like the black line?
A couple of reasons. You know, technology changes, and they want something that's more aesthetic. They have a black line. There's something there that they don't like about the crown. Sometimes there's just decay, an old crown that just has seen its lifetime and needs to be replaced. Other times they just break something. They just, you know, just like you break a natural tooth, you bite on something hard enough, you can break a crown, just like you'd break a natural tooth. So, you know, there's a lot of reasons why a crown would need to be replaced. But I think the main advantage here is that when you have teeth with big silver fillings, the traditional treatment was always, you know, gold onlays, which were the yellow gold, okay, or grind the whole tooth away for a crown.
Right.
You know, now we can go ahead and take out that silver without grinding that whole tooth away, and we can give a person a beautiful white restoration that really has properties very similar to enamel.
Let's say that we're out at dinner and somebody among us breaks a crown. What would you say? What's your advice right then?
I don't have the machine there. Just kidding.
I know. Do you keep the broken part? What do you do?
You do keep the broken part.
You keep it?
Yeah, I would suggest, if you can, to keep the broken part, because more times than not, you can at least use that even temporarily. Someone breaks a front tooth.
Put it back in your mouth?
I've actually, you put in a little bit of milk. Okay. And I've actually bonded that back on, at least even temporarily sometimes.
With milk?
What the milk will do will keep it moist. Okay,
gotcha.
So it'll still be usable. I always like to see a little piece if they can have it.
Okay.
If not, it's okay too. You can still
hold on to it if you have it.
Yeah, hold on to it.
And get to the dentist.
For instance, if a child gets something knocked out or broken during a sports game, you should definitely keep that piece of tooth or the tooth. That's very important.
Very interesting. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Doctor, thank you. And you're in Bergen County?
Yes, in Bergen County in Haworth, New Jersey.
Excellent. Thank you so much for telling us about your mouth.
My
Congratulations
pleasure.
to you and your crown.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
I'm Michelle Charlesworth. We thank you again for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
On the next Live with Regis and Kelly, he plays a journalist tempted by the dark side of fame in the new movie Shattered Glass. Hayden Christensen is here, plus country superstar Clint Black performs. Next Live.